Well, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000 watt voice of the numbers guys in
The Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
Well, what is going on, Numbers Nation? My digits. Did we go? Yeah, we used that before, didn't we?
That's
Digits. Digits, yes. I am JT. You may know me as Mr. Midwest. We are the 50,000 watt voice of the numbers guys. And this show is BS. That's going to be beer and sports. Yes, sir. Hey, if you're joining us live on YouTube, man, is it great to be with you. Thanks for joining us, and feel free to chime in the chat and say hello. I see Q-Dubs, our boy, the newest.
Q-Dub.
Yeah.
Always number one.
Sure, he's got a channel on YouTube right now. Way to go, Q-Dub. He says, yo, yo, how you doing, Q? Hey, if you'd rather send us a text, nobody texted us last week, but please feel free to do so.
Could happen.
Hey, there's my name. It's going to be TNG Live 007.
days.
If you can't read or spell, 864-548-3007. And maybe you're seeing us on a replay. It's possible. We got some new subscribers. Welcome to you guys. And if you're seeing us on a replay or possibly in syndication on the Outdoor Life Network or Headline News, opposite Forensic Files, hey, thanks for checking us out. Either way, a like, that's a thumbs up, looks like this, or your subscription would be big league appreciated. And now with me for the entire hour, to my right, your left, we got my boy, D-Dub, looking surprised. You forgot how this went?
Running late. I was running late
running
tonight.
a little late tonight, yeah.
He's a little cut off there.
Oh, I got a scooch.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're running late. You don't have time to
Adjust my
test any
pillow.
of this stuff out.
I just got here on the in the nick of time.
In the nick of time.
Whew.
Yeah, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I was sitting outside in a baseball game.
Yeah, it's not too
It's that
nice here in
time
Michigan.
of the season.
Ideal weather for
Not
that. Right?
No, not ideal.
Not terrible, though, for this area.
the
Could be
last
worse.
Half an hour got chilly out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe
a little
it.
bit. I
Hopefully
could have
you-
used some chili.
ironic, isn't it?
Don't you think?
Yeah, a little too ironic.
That's one of those ones that's like jumbo shrimp. And it doesn't make sense, right?
Doesn't make any sense.
Chili
That's a
you
good
want-
point.
Chili's the
Oxymoron,
best.
Is that the word?
Chili's a
Term.
dish best served cold.
For sure.
No, it's best served
That's
hot.
gazpacho.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Communist.
That's not gazpacho?
I don't think Spain's coming.
No.
No.
Shoot.
And speaking of communism, wearing his Carhartt tonight.
Yeah.
I like that, Tones.
Get some orange action.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
I forgot Tones is a hunter.
I do too. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem like a hunter.
3
does he?
days. 3 days a year.
Yeah.
all, so.
Awesome.
He had his Tigers hat on until 20 minutes ago. They lost.
I thought they were gonna be undefeated tomorrow. Yeah, but we got an exciting day tomorrow. I'm sure we'll get into that as the show goes on.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they lost the second game of the doubleheader?
Yeah,
They
it
were
was
up
close.
1-0 going into the ninth.
They had like a no hitter going.
No kidding.
Till 8th inning or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. But yeah,
Good start, though.
Totally missed that. Anyway, my boy Tones. You doing good, Tones?
I'm good. Ready for tomorrow?
Excellent. Good. Glad to hear. We will talk more about that. And then next to you, to your right, he's all by himself over there today. We have no fifth man.
Empty.
Empty chair. Our boy, my boy, Rich. What's happening?
Too much. How's it going today, Jimmy?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Very color coordinated.
I did. I went a little red and white today.
You did.
Yeah, for America.
America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah,
Looking
for
good.
sure. Well,
Looking
thanks,
good.
buddy. Appreciate
Sure.
that. It's good to see you. We missed you last week. Actually, none of us were here last week, except for me and D-Dubs.
That's right. You guys were taped up.
We were.
Fired up, it looked like.
That's what happens when you let women take over, you know. So.
Yeah,
I don't know. All of a sudden, we have 130 more subscribers. So
and I will say that the Numbers Girls, their show hit the century mark real quick.
Oh, yeah?
100 views, and like overnight it was, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
overnight sensation.
Yeah, so congratulations to the Numbers Girls, who I think have outperformed us with ease.
One episode.
All
One
this
episode.
Equal gender stuff going on.
Yeah. Just goes to show. Well, folks at home, we are the only show. We're four friends, four finance guys, four lifelong sports fans. We get together every week on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe we should change it to 7:30 if you guys would
Hey.
make it easier to get here.
Jeez.
Well, it's okay. I have no
Show
problem
up
with it.
late one time.
No, it's all right. We drink a little bit of beer. We talk a little bit about sports. We BS a little. And folks at home, our friends, we have an exceptional amount of BS for you tonight. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to do something we haven't done in a while. It's going to be game day eats. We got some eats that we're going to have that you could adapt to a game day.
I'm excited about this one.
It looks yummy and it's staring
Yeah,
at me right now.
It should be a good one. Should be a real good one. We are going to do, of course, trivia. We do that every week to determine who's going to be buying the beer the following week. We are going to go back and touch on Gil Alexander's NCAA formula because that does change throughout the March Madness. And in fact, the Final Four is what we got going on here. So we're going to take a look and see who the most likely champions are going to be. We're also going to give a quick update on our brackets. We're going to review our top pick standings. There's been some shuffling around in that. One of us who got here late was he's moving up in the world quite a bit. So
Like the
I'm not going to tell you who
Jeffersons.
that is. Yeah, like George and Wheezy. And of course, we are going to come up with some top picks for you. But as we start, does anybody have anything before 8 o'clock?
I got a couple NHL.
I got one. Yeah, I got the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
Take negative 1.5 pucks.
So Pittsburgh minus
Pittsburgh.
1.5.
Yeah.
That would do the Wings a solid, right? If that happens.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
I got that same game. I got over 5.5 on that. I wasn't confident enough to pick the winner on that, but I'll take the over. But I would like if the Penguins win. Like,
I don't think the Caps are playing very well.
No, the Wings are neck and neck with them right now, 1 point difference. And I got Tampa at Montreal, 7 o'clock game. I got Tampa minus 1.5 as well. So those are my two early Thursday games.
Early picks. Do you have nothing?
I got the Royals money line tonight. They got, I think it's 740 something tip.
Okay.
White Sox are in town. White Sox are terrible, I do believe. Rich is a big baseball honk.
Yeah,
White
they're
Sox
bad.
are terrible.
No good.
This is I got this pick from Steve Fezzik.
Oh, Fez.
Crackman gave it
Yeah,
out
good friend of
today.
the show.
Bad.
Yeah,
Fez?
He's a follower.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's listening tonight, but if he is, shout out to Steve Fezzik.
Shout out Steve Fezzik.
He's the guy that has the quality, the expected value plays.
Sure.
All around Las Vegas, massage parlors, cold beer,
What kind of massage
brisket,
Asian.
anything.
parlors?
Gym
And I like-
membership.
Yeah, he's all about the EV in life, just
Yeah.
in general. He's a big EV.
The Asian Oasis.
So he gave out a
That's where Bob Kraft was.
money line
He was.
parlay today.
Okay.
Baseball. And
Baseball.
the first leg already lost, so I think this one's got a good chance.
Pretty good chance.
Yeah.
It's plus EV, baby.
Yeah, unless
like
of
it.
course he's just throwing that out there to try to get people to bet on it to run up the number.
That's possible too.
Then we're
he
all
has a pretty
screwed.
big platform, probably a little bigger than ours at this point.
Well,
for now.
yeah, for now. We're on our way.
We're on his heels.
OWN
OWN.
doesn't have the same
OWN.
subscribership
It
as
was like,
VSiN.
is that like the OLN, the Outdoor Life Network?
That's where
Well,
I think we're
it's
syndicated
Oprah's.
there.
It's Oprah's.
Yeah. All right. So those sound. I don't have anything before 8 o'clock. In fact, I only have one pick today. So
Wow.
maybe as the
Same
the
here.
show progresses, I might have something. I got to see when the tennis matches as we get the draws for tomorrow. I want to see maybe I can get something live on the show. Come up with a pick.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But
That'd be
anyway,
fun.
That would be fun. We start every show off the same way. We don't do anything different at the very beginning. It's called Libation Exploration. Check this out.
Tasty beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the numbers guys.
And we are back in Studio 8B, folks. Tonight's libation. It's from a brewery here in the Metro Detroit area. It's called El Ligero. It's a Mexican lager. I've had this before. Richie actually informed me he had it.
I just picked this up 2 days ago at Myers. I was feeling those summer vibes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Did you try it yet?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right. So with baseball kicking off, I thought this might be a good idea. It's got a fresh lime flavor that's not too overpowering or fruity. It's so fresh and so clean, and I can attest to that. I've had this before, but ABV on it's low, 4.5.
Too low.
Comes in a in a can.
Well, for
Tall
those trying
can?
to be responsible,
Sure. Yeah. Comes
You
in
brew a Mexican lager in Detroit. Does that count?
can you get
If
a
it was a
Mexican
Mexican-
lager over 5.0? Any Mexican?
Probably not.
If it's in Mexican Village, then it counts. Yeah.
Jimmy will tell you Corona doesn't have any alcohol in it, right?
I used to have a theory about that, but I think that's been proven inaccurate by me becoming inebriated once off Corona.
I've got buzzed off Corona, so
Yeah.
It mostly will bloat you.
Yeah. It
You
does.
drink about 20 of them, and it's like you can't move.
Sure. Right. Right.
It's a nice, 4 or 5 is fine, but 20, 21,
It'll mess you up
It'll
after.
fill you up.
Yeah, it'll fill you up. You won't be able to eat a burger after that or any brisket or anything. Yeah.
or taco or burrito or
Sure. Sticking with the Mexican vibe.
chimichanga.
Yeah.
This pairs with everything well. This is like bring me to the ballpark and hand me one of these things.
Yeah, this really kind of, I thought
Is
about
El
baseball.
Ligro, or what's this called?
El Ligro.
El Ligro.
Mexican style lager. So it's got some salt.
How many
like that
pesos do you
salty-
think this goes for at the old ballpark?
I bet this goes for about 5,000 pesos. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is.
Yeah, I've been down on Griffin lately, but this is in my wheelhouse.
it's
this
good.
one.
But would you like to pay twice as much for a Bud Light
no.
lime?
Yeah, I would take a Corona with lime over
Give me
this.
the Bud Light lime.
It doesn't taste like
but-
Bud Light.
no.
No,
No,
I'm going to pass it on Bud Light Lime.
No, this has like authentic lime flavor and
Yeah.
it's salty. You taste that?
I got a little salt edge.
You got that little salt going?
It's very good.
I don't taste the salt.
No?
I might have too much salt in my diet.
That could be why.
Well, you didn't eat the brisket yet, so
Well, I shouldn't hate on Bud Light Lime. I would drink it at the ballpark,
Sure.
especially in that
It's a good-
green aluminum deal that they got there.
that's a good
sometime.
hot day beer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
I
just,
like Bud Light Lime.
I enjoy
No
this
problem.
one. I think it's a little higher end on the Mexican scale.
It's smooth. I
I
like it.
think it wasn't real expensive. It was $9.99 a 4-pack
Okay.
for the 16 ouncer. So it wasn't like it was 20.
You cannot find anything cheaper at Griffin Claw. I think
That's
T-shirts go for more than that.
Yeah, it's not inexpensive, but it's not crazy.
4 T-shirts for $9.99.
29 or 2 for 50.
4-pack.
Mr. Allen's, folks.
okay.
All right, D-Dub,
It's a solid 3 for sure.
3.
Yeah, I can't put it in the 4 range, but it's a solid 3. It'd be in over probably like a 3.5, but for purposes of this scale, I call it a 3.
Okay, here's the rating scale, by the way. 3 would be you wouldn't kick it out of bed.
I've heard that expression before.
Yeah, you wouldn't kick it out of bed. All right, toners.
I'm definitely a fruity guy with the citrus.
What?
I love
Flip that one.
I love that could be a drop. No, it's I like citrus flavored
be.
beers. I mentioned I love Coronas with lime. During summertime, I think those go down really smooth.
How do you feel about the glass bottle though at your poolside? Is that
I'm not a fan of glass.
dangerous
but-
situation?
Yeah, when I got a lot of kids running around, yeah. So I got to keep that kind of away from the path of kids running around the pool. But yeah, this is pretty good. Like I said, I was down on Griffin. The last few I tried, have not been a fan of. So this gives me a little hope for them. I would give it a 3.9-ish. I'm good with that.
Yeah, so almost a 4. You're
Yeah.
almost going to buy it with no hesitation next time you're at the
Close.
store.
I'm close.
Okay, Rico.
Well, I know I'm above a 4 because I bought it without hesitation the other day.
Good point.
So I'll go 4 or 5. Delicious.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
I like it.
Let me just say I've never hesitated. I hesitate every time I buy a beer. There's so many choices out there, you know?
But I didn't hesitate on this one.
Yeah.
I saw it sitting there. I said, El Ligro. It's perfect. I was calling my name out.
That's what you said?
I just saw it sitting there. I'm like, you know what? It's getting warmer out. Tax season's almost over. I need a El Ligro.
El Ligro. But you said it like you said, El Ligro.
I was calling my name like that. That's how it sounded in the store.
El Ligro.
Does that mean like deadline and
Does anybody want to look that up?
Yeah. Probably. That's probably a good idea.
It's the deadline. That's what it stands for.
I wish we had one of those Google things up here. I'd ask it if
Like to translate.
Yeah, like what is
I could do it on our
right?
phone if we tried.
Yeah, if anybody's feeling froggy, go ahead and take a look. I'd like to. I'm gonna look. Hold on, do I have my phone here?
Probably means like El Lime or something.
El Ligro.
The lime.
I think it might be the
Is it a tiger? or
lower
something?
tier level soccer league in Mexico.
That's it. Yes.
La Liga.
I think that's La Liga.
This is important stuff. I got to make sure we. Ligro.
Not El Libro was that the wrestling movie or whatever. Was that Libro?
That was Libro Nacho. Nacho. No, Nacho Libra.
Well, Ligro is a professional wrestler. He billed from Leeds, England.
I will have to say, you guys ever seen that Nacho Libre?
I saw parts of it. It was a little goofy.
It was goofy, but it might have the funniest moment in all of comedy movies when he wrestles the midgets. Oh my god, it's like some of the funniest because
That
they
is
beat
kinda-
the hell out of him.
It's kind of funny. Something about midgets getting beat up is funny.
It's only giving me Libro, which is a book, if you guys remember.
Liga.
Abren Los Libros.
Just a made up Mexican word, so we
I think
dumb
this is-
Americans buy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you come down from Santa's workshop?
Oh, okay. There we go. Well, this is easy enough. Ligro means light. The light.
The light.
The light beer?
The light might be the light beer. It is
Because
pretty
it's
light.
their only light beer, right, Griffin?
Pretty much. They don't have
Yeah.
a ton in the
So
way
maybe
of.
this
Well,
is
they
their
have Mr. Blue Sky. That's pretty light, I think, right?
The more I drink it, the less I like it.
Perfect. You want to change your score?
I can't drink.
One time and one time only.
I could drink like 4 or 5 Coronas. I can't drink 4 or 5 of these.
No.
No way.
Got a little funny aftertaste to it.
It lingers.
I think it's that real lime.
It
You think?
lingers.
Again, you can't go wrong with artificial flavoring.
Well, that's true. That's true. All right, folks. So there you have it. El Ligro from Griffin Claw Brewery. I say it's pretty good. Try it.
I'm with you.
Summer
good.
beer. Summer beer. All right, folks. Well, you know what we have next is we're going to hum through this today. We have
What we got?
a little thing we haven't done in a while because we had football that took up a lot of time, and two of these guys had tax season that they were working through, and that took up a lot of time. So I thought maybe we do a little something fun. We've talked about it a couple times over the last few weeks. A little something we call Game Day Eats.
Game Day Eats.
Hungry.
So you haven't heard that one in a while,
change?
right? No, that's the same. No, just haven't
Still
heard it in
funny,
about a
though.
year. Yeah, we've been doing this almost a year. Do you guys know that?
That's pretty crazy. What's our official start date? Was it May?
It
Or
was
April?
May 5th, I think, or May
Yeah.
4th.
Cinco de May?
Mayo?
Yeah, we wouldn't have done it on Cinco de Mayo, I
No.
wouldn't think.
It was around. Yeah, it was around.
I don't know. The Chi-Chis was pretty prevalent early on.
It was.
Did we have a Chi-Chi's the first one for like Cinco de Mayo? No, that came around later.
No, you weren't even here the first one, Toad, if I remember.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, where were
Baseball
you?
draft?
No,
Hockey draft.
Hockey draft.
I was out of town.
Ping pong draft?
No, my son had middle school orientation that night.
That's a legitimate excuse.
I checked.
I would
it.
have gone with ping pong
legit.
draft over that. But
Yeah, I would have too. Tonight's Game Day Eat, folks, is it's from a restaurant that I just checked here. Restaurant's called Smoky Bones, and we knew that they were everywhere, right? It turns out that there's what is there? What does it say here? 62 restaurants in 16 states. So I thought this was probably fair game for a Game Day Eats because we don't want to do something that's too local, right?
So Darden restaurants, okay.
And Daryl, you want to talk about how we've had their brisket quite a bit lately.
Brisket. Thursday nights, buy one, get one.
Can't beat
that deal.
It's a great
Jimmy
deal.
said it was maybe number one all-time brisket.
It's been pretty damn good every
Yeah,
time.
very good.
Yeah.
some high praise.
It
It's
really
an
is.
interesting restaurant, right? Because it doesn't exactly have a stellar reputation.
No, it doesn't. Not in the barbecue community. Not that Michigan's known for its barbecue, but around here even there's everybody says, that place is not very good.
I've always enjoyed it every time I've been there.
I think I was one of those. Not a
You
huge
were,
fan.
yeah. You said it. You said it wasn't very good. So I don't know if I don't know how long ago it was that you were there.
At least a couple years
Okay,
for sure.
So we went after the show last week,
fantastic.
and again, as just like one of the many things great about it, you can eat there until like 1 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Isn't that
how
wild?
many libations were drank before heading over to Smoky Bones last week?
Not too many.
No, it's a reasonable amount.
But we can talk about it ad nauseum.
Yes.
But let me just tell you a little anecdote.
Power word.
Sure.
Angie was on the show last week. We enjoyed it. Everybody had a good time.
Very good.
And the food was quality, right?
Yeah, 100%.
She gave it a glowing review.
Yes.
She's getting lamb basted.
Are you kidding me?
No, the people do not like people talking about it in a positive light.
Why?
Why is that? I don't understand.
I guess there's been some negative experiences along the way.
Are you guys like paid spokesmen? I mean, we've been talking about this every week.
I
for the
forget
last
up a lot,
5
though.
weeks.
'Cause it's-
Rich,
I mean, I know it's Thursday. I
if
get
you
that.
if you ever came out after the show with us, you
We
would
had-
know
we had
there's
great
nowhere
service.
to eat.
Yeah, but we had great service there.
Been to Boston's before.
What's her name? Jasmine?
Jasmine, I think it is. Yeah, service was
That is true.
fantastic.
I mean,
Very
that's great
good.
that it's open late because
I mean,
that's a
it's the
dying.
Only place
thing.
around. The
Only
only
place to get food at on a Thursday night.
Even our favorite, the Hilltop, that has an open kitchen now.
Yes.
What time do they cut that off?
They
now?
cut it off at 8:30.
8:30.
Oh, jeez.
30.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good.
No,
Not even Boston's. They cut that off early.
They cut that out.
What happened
We went
last
there.
week, Jimmy?
We went there last week because we had previously been there till midnight. Right, the kitchen was supposed to be open till midnight at Boston's. The
Yeah,
gourmet pizza. I think that's more of going to be a northern thing because it originated in Canada. But anyway, so we get there. Me and Mrs. Midwest, we had beat D-Dub and his wife Angie, beat them there, and the nice lady at the front desk said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We changed our hours and we stopped serving food. I think they say
10.
10. We must have been there at 10:15.
I think
Oh,
it was
you must have just missed-
9:45.
Yeah, well, was it?
You must have just missed that then. Huh?
Yeah. But I think regardless, at least my opinion is, even if it wasn't midnight or whatever, I would still go to Smoky Bones. I think it is really, really good.
You should call Angie. Do we have the capabilities to call somebody? You should
I
call
don't
her
have
and
that
she can read
set
off
up.
the comments.
No, we can do it next week, though.
It would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Your Twitter just blowing up, or
But
I think it was
Facts, I'm sorry.
Facebook.
I
it
think
was
you guys.
Facebook.
I think you guys have been there a few times
Yeah.
in a short period
We
of time.
keep going
you,
back.
You could formulate an opinion, and it's a legitimate. It's not like one time I had a good experience.
Anthony, do you like cornbread?
Yes, I love cornbread. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's a good. We didn't
Smoky
get it last time
Bones.
though.
Oh, it's a place for you then.
But next
'cause-
time we're gonna get it.
Do you like Twinkies?
I don't have them that often, but yeah, I would enjoy it.
Cornbread is sort of like Twinkies, wouldn't you say, Jimmy?
I'd say it is exactly a Twinkie without the
you're a
cream.
cornbread
No cream.
fan all of a sudden.
Me?
Yeah.
As long as you don't put them jalapenos in there.
No, I like the jalapenos. Oh, yeah,
No, I
It's a little
can't do
kick.
that.
I tell you what, the corn and the beans were.
So do you a piece of cornbread taste like a Twinkie?
Oh, at Smoky Bones it does. Now, some people might not like that,
It's it's sweet.
but it's
Yeah.
very delicious.
Who
I
doesn't
think
like
it's excellent.
Twinkies? Everybody likes Twinkies.
If I recall,
yeah.
now it was
Don't
pretty
eat
late at night.
cornbread
but
that
it-
tastes like Twinkies.
I think it even looked like a Twinkie, didn't it? Was it Twinkie shaped?
A little bit.
Was it?
A little bit.
Yeah. Maybe it was a Twinkie. At that point, I don't think I would have known the difference, quite honestly.
It was fresh, though. It wasn't stale. Had it been in a wrapper
White
or anything.
cream is oozing out of your cornbread. You better check that's
no
butter.
cream. There was no cream. But,
Well, I think Twinkies have cream in them.
Jimmy, you didn't hear what Jimmy said. Tell him again, Jimmy.
It tasted like a Twinkie
That's what I heard.
without the cream,
Without the cream.
possibly.
I didn't
Now-
catch that.
I'm curious. I want to check out what the food service time is too. There's a new slider place that opened
I heard about that.
where I think Tilted Kilt was.
Oh.
Sidecar.
On Hayes over there?
Yeah, it just opened up.
And this is in Detroit.
It's close by, yeah. But if they serve food till like 10, 11, I like to go there after one show and give it a whirl with you guys.
Sure. Yeah, we'll have to do that for sure.
Yep.
Check this out. Now that I'm looking at this, so this is their deals there. Okay, Monday, buy 6 wings get 6 free, or buy 12 wings and get 12
Oh, I
free.
gotta go there. I gotta go on a Monday then.
Dude, we had the boneless wings
love
on
wings.
Thursday. Excellent.
I put
Excellent.
wings all over my body, dude. I love it.
Oh, you know what?
a little
Angie
weird.
posted on a restaurant Facebook. I remember seeing that. Yeah, she got torn up.
Oh wait, what's a European celebrity? I didn't know
A
European.
lot of bougie people out in North Detroit here.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Apparently,
Europeans like ribs.
they're just smaller, I guess.
Okay.
They're not baby
Europeans
back.
don't like ribs.
No, when did they? They're not known for ribs.
They have a
These guys
different-
just like lamb.
Yeah.
They got a different pig over there.
But you don't go to Europe.
Pierre
and
the
like,
pig?
I mean, I'm not in Europe. I'm like, I want a slab of ribs.
Right.
You don't ask.
Right.
No.
That's not a. I
No,
don't know.
I didn't know that was a faux pas.
I think it's an American thing.
Southern American.
I can't answer that.
6-ounce sirloins on Tuesday. These are all buy one, get one. Wednesday, and you get 2 sides, by the way. Wednesday is the European. Baby back. I'm not sure, but I heard that they were smaller. I think we
I'll
asked
do
that
that,
question.
and I'll eat both halves.
On Thursday, brisket platters.
Kind of looks like a cockroach.
That does.
It does not look very
This is
appetizing at all.
This is from
really
the
does,
Smoky
doesn't it?
Bones on Survivor.
That's right.
It's too late to add their wings into the
Their
competition.
profit
It
margin
is.
on those wings are tremendous.
Right. They just go to the kitchen and they catch their own.
Lots of protein.
Let me do something.
Good
here.
flavors though. Right? We had garlic parm.
Oh, what's that? That spicy sauce was pretty good. I had.
Did we have the spicy one, Jimmy?
I had a little spicy.
We did, didn't we?
Oh, it's like it's got a fancy like name to it.
It was pretty good. It had a little kick.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one
Nothing
was.
crazy, but it had a good plate.
The buffalo was just fine, not bad, but just fine.
It was good.
But the garlic parm was really good.
Yeah, garlic parm was really
The
good.
other one that we talked about was pretty good. I don't know what it was called exactly.
Yeah.
And what was the fourth flavor?
They have the mustard
Oh,
one that I like.
we had a fourth flavor that tasted like Chinese food.
Oh, that was a sweet.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it was
Like
something sweet.
Southern barbecue.
Right.
Oh, it's not all Southern barbecue.
Ho Chi wings.
It was.
Ho Chi Man.
I think these guys are based out of Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm ready to dive into it. I'm about to fist that
That's
stuff right now.
So for every order, you get 2 pieces like this. So this is half an order, and we got the these are the spears.
Yeah, them are good.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
They don't look as good on TV. That's why they always use
No, I
fake
know.
food in commercials.
They're right.
Yeah.
But this
Know
is
that.
They prop
juicy
it up.
and delicious, and this has been sitting out for a little while too.
Yeah.
When did you pick it up?
About 4:45.
Whoa. That
No,
was
I'm sorry.
No. It was
5:45.
5:45, yeah.
5:45.
Still a little while ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while. All right, so let's give this a go here.
Okay, let's dive in.
I forgot to get myself a fork.
You
So
know,
I'm just going to
you
use
have a
my
fork?
hand. I don't care.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we're definitely not giving them the benefit of the doubt by serving it at this temperature, probably, right?
Right. Yep. That's what we do. We're going to chew. I think I said this before. Their consistency of their brisket is more of like a pot roast. Even though this looks like a piece of steak, it almost falls apart. Versus other briskets that I've had are more like a steak, where you got to cut them with a knife. This just breaks apart in your hand.
Yeah.
Which I can now verify because I just broke it apart in my hand. Now, Rich is thinking
Well,
over there.
Rich is a skeptic, so I want to hear his opinion on it.
You know what, guys? You guys nailed it. I mean, it tastes like a freaking pot roast, is what it tastes like. It's more pot roasty than brisket. And I mean, I love pot roast, but if I'm rating this as a brisket, it's not very good.
Oh,
And
no.
these potatoes suck, by the way, too. I'm not a very big fan of those.
What?
Terrible flavor on those. I mean, I like it. I'll eat the meat because I love pot roasts, but it's not very barbecue-y to me at all.
I thought
mean,
you liked these potatoes. Steve.
I do.
I
I
don't
think they're
like
seasoned nicely.
Okay.
Well, I expected more because I was going to send this to the fine folks at Smoky Bones. I'm not going to do that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 ain't
Hey,
bad.
got to be honest.
I mean, even crust doesn't get every dentist to agree.
That's a good point.
So.
Only 3 out of 4, or 9 out of 10.
I mean, I think the meat's good. I don't think it's, what it's supposed to be. I mean, I'm not sending away from the table, but if you put it in a stew with potatoes, it'd be all right.
I will say they forgot to give me any of the barbecue sauces this time.
That could be missing too.
I'm a barbecue sauce snob, so I like it with this.
Yeah, you like those sauces there, didn't you, Tom? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's pretty fantastic. I didn't get to the fatty part yet.
The wedges still have crunch to them.
Yeah, even though they've been sitting out. Yeah. Okay.
I do really appreciate you guys bringing this in, though. That's very kind.
Oh, no worries.
Apparently not.
No, yeah, it doesn't mean you have to give it a good score. No pressure. No pressure. While we're chewing here, Q Dubs has been in the chat. He said yo-yo earlier. He says baseball history alert with a what's that called? A rotating flashing red light. And he says that the Toronto Blue Jays are the first team since 1989 to have been on the bad side of a no-hitter and a one-hitter in the first 7 games.
Wow.
Did not know that.
Everybody knows that.
You knew that?
Sure.
I didn't know.
Tigers almost had
Very similar.
a team no hit today.
And the Mets have been one hit already. So it would have been 2 teams in the same year.
Wow. All right. E-Dub?
Are we rating on the same scale that we use for what's that name of that segment?
Libation exploration?
Libation exploration.
100%.
100%.
I'd go to 5.
Wow. Wow. That's big. That's real big.
I don't like to use the decimals, you know?
Don't?
I'm going for 3.
4-3. Have you had a brisket that's a 5 before? Anything that you rate higher than that?
I'm going to be honest. When I go to barbecue joints, I'm either getting ribs 90% of the time. So I don't have a big brisket spectrum to compare against. So
Okay.
now if you're lining up ribs from 10 different places,
Let's do that next
I'll
show.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, I want to Tones to eat them all.
Yeah, I will.
Can you eat 10 slabs of ribs?
I can do it.
10 half slabs?
No, when I go to a place, I do order brisket.
Yeah, I
More
do
often
too.
than that.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to brisket then?
I will say I don't think there would be one up in Michigan. I would love to get down to Texas to try some of the brisket down there because they say it's mouth-watering and melting in your mouth. Some of the best I've had up here, though, is out in Memphis. You guys ever seen that big bull out there off the highway?
Yes.
That's
yeah.
really good.
How about like Bad Brad's or something like that?
Bad brisket.
Bad Breads is good. I don't know if I rate that as like top brisket. K-Box is pretty good out in Romeo too. If you're out that far north.
Have you had that Famous Dave's, my favorite rib place?
No, I haven't really been to Famous Dave's, I don't think.
Maybe I could get some brisket from Famous Dave's and we can compare.
There you go. Is Famous Dave's your favorite rib?
Ribs, yeah.
Yeah.
Ribs.
Okay.
So I don't get brisket there because I'm always getting ribs.
Have you been to the what my rating? I'll give it a 3-2. It's edible. It's good.
3-2. Okay, I'm sorry. Tones, what were you saying?
No, I mean I could get some ribs and brisket from Famous Dave's if we line that up.
Let's see. That's a place that they used to have more locations. Now they're down to like, was
Yeah.
it like 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think
Kinda
there's
like
a couple.
Hooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hooters is hard to find around here. You got to go up to Flint.
Or to Taylor, I think, right?
Or yeah, I think Taylor. So you're either going way far north or way far south. Don't drink the water if you're in Flint, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, I've
Bottle.
heard bad things about that.
Frowned upon.
I'm going to go ahead and give this a 4.5. I really don't think I've had brisket, and I've had a lot of brisket too. Every time I go to a barbecue place, I order brisket, and I haven't had any that's better than this. I don't think, honestly.
I'd love to, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll take a trip down to Austin.
Well,
Catch a
sure,
little commie.
sure.
See what brisket is down there. Now, the feeling I would get is Jim would love it. Daryl would not like it for some reason. Because coming from the heart of Texas, everybody will be like raving about it, and he'd be like, "It's no smoky bones."
How about when we,
First of all, it was $30 for the platter. You get 2 of those on Thursday nights.
when we get 100,000 subscribers, we'll go watch the Lions at the Boys, and we'll get some
Sure,
brisket.
that's
down
right. They always play down there and never play up here anymore. Cowboys, Lions are always at the Cowboys.
There. Yeah,
Sure.
We line it up.
Yeah, we get to 100,000 by that game. Let's go. Probably get some passes.
Subscribe,
media
folks.
Passes.
Subscribe.
Yeah, we could sit with Jerry.
Well, hey, Aunt Debbie's in. Aunt Debbie, what's going on? She says, you people don't know brisket until you've been to Texas.
Sing it, Debbie. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
No chance, you guys.
I've been to Texas, and it was one of the greatest places I ever went to. It was you just go up to what do you call those barbecues, Jimmy? They're like a 55-gallon drum that's like
A
open.
smoker?
The smokers.
No, I don't think they're really.
Commercial smoker.
I'm sure. Let's just go with that. Any kind of meat you want is ready for the picking, and you pay one. I think you pay one price, and you just do whatever you want.
Go to town.
Yeah, it was Grapevine, Texas.
Grapevine.
You ever been?
No. Well, maybe. I don't remember.
We should have went to Grapevine. We could have.
Yeah, we could have went there.
For a
but
work
we,
conference.
we had
Oh,
a
you were going to
conference.
stay at the Gaylord, probably.
It
We
was.
were, yeah.
I
That's
would have
where
been
we
at the
stayed.
Gaylord.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
stayed there?
Cool
Yeah.
place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Aunt Debbie, how close are you to Grapevine? If you're still listening, out of curiosity.
She's eating brisket right now.
She's got a mouthful of brisket. Can't type. Hands are greasy. Yeah.
It's either that or
Imagine-
fists in her mouth. One,
I
two.
imagine brisket's like toilet paper down there.
Oh, sure it is. Absolutely. Yeah, most definitely. All right. Well, that is going to conclude our game day eats.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That was
Jimmy.
fun. We'll do that again. Sure. No,
I'll
it's my
sign up
pleasure.
next week. I'll go run out. And grab
I'll wear
some.
the gear if they sponsor us. Show up in Smoky Bones.
Show for the Smoky Bones beanie.
No,
next week?
I'm getting some famous Daves. We're doing
Okay.
it. We're doing it.
All right, I'll hold off on that.
All right, let's do it.
Sponsorship.
Okay.
Let's do it. You know what we got to do? We do this every week, guys. It's we got to determine who's going to be paying for the beer coming next week. You know how we do that?
Trivia?
Oh yeah.
We ask questions.
Calling the masters of facts, the sultans of stats, the czars of knowledge that isn't learned in college. It's the Numbers Guys Trivia.
The only show on the internet that's anti-college.
What are you talking about?
I love college.
Yeah. Oh, because it's is that College World?
Huh?
What are you talking about? The paper?
Oh, what the
College.
What the librarians say
knowledge you
there.
didn't learn in college. Gotcha. All right, so this is going to be tied in with the current tournament that's going on. Which school has won the most college basketball championships in the NCAA? Which school? You can give me the school. You can give me the school plus the name of the team if you want. Which schools won the most NCAA college basketball championships? And if everybody gets this right, I got to buy the beer again next week. By the way, I had to buy the beer this week because Angie got the Michael Gary Scott question correct. So that put the beer buying back on me. If one of you does not get it, I'm sorry, if two of you don't get it correct, there'll be a Rochambeau to determine who's going to be buying the beer. And of course, if nobody gets it correct, I'm also buying the beer. So the odds are against me, folks. This isn't the best situation for me. We got to come up with a new way to do this.
You made up the rules.
I did. In hindsight, it wasn't very smart.
Maybe the winner comes up with the trivia question for the next week.
That'd be a
Jimmy.
good. Well, see, the problem is I got to put it on here.
Well, I have to give it to you beforehand.
Okay, we can do that. Oh, by the way, Aunt Debbie says she's about 45 minutes from Grapevine.
Oh.
See you soon, Debbie.
We
Yeah,
can
we'll be
visit
down
her,
there.
next time.
When's our next conference there, Towns? Do you remember?
It's not in the rotation yet.
Oh, okay. So it'll be like 4 years.
Could be 3-4 years.
Be down there. Tara keeps showing me answers. I'm not going to tell you if it's right or wrong, man.
Oh, that's why I changed my answer.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. All right, so we will give away the trivia answer at the end of the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
different.
No, it's the same. We do it every week. We do it every week that way. All right, so we've been talking about March Madness, and we have a formula from our friend at Gil Alexander on a numbers game, and the formula.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Shea
Gonna be a
Gilgeous-
MVP candidate in the NBA this year.
He is an MVP candidate, isn't he?
I believe he's number 2 in the DraftKings futures betting.
Okay. Okay.
Good to know.
I
Talking
believe
about
you.
somebody different.
Dynamite dropping.
Kentucky? Gilchrist? You go to Kentucky University.
Was he a
I
Wildcat?
think you're right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well done, Rich. You get a bonus point for the trivia tonight.
Sweet.
So the idea is that this is a tried and true formula to determine who is going to be the NCAA tournament champion, also the world champion or the national champion. And there's two metrics. We've talked about this numerous times, but there's two metrics that actually change throughout the tournament.
So these keep accumulating.
These will keep changing. Yes.
Oh.
And now that we're before the Final Four, this is really going to be the last time we'd ever be able to look at this. And let's take a peek here and see what we got going on. So this is Gil Alexander's college basketball formula. The first part of the formula is 33. The last 33 national champs have had more assists than turnovers. 31 of the last 33 have had coach with Sweet 16 experience. Tones, you know what the two teams were?
UConn.
That's right. The exception were the 2014 UConn Huskies and the 2023 UConn Huskies.
Kevin Alley's gang.
That's right. 27 out of the last 28 national champs have more than 3 wins against teams in the top 10% of RPI. Exception, 2014 UConn Huskies. 28 of the last 28 national champs have had a top 75 strength of schedule, and this is what changes here. This is what changes throughout the tournament. So in 19 of the last 21 have been top 20 in adjusted offensive and defensive efficiency at Ken Palm. The exceptions were the 2014 UConn Huskies and then the 2021 Baylor Bears. So, as I said, this has changed. And when I put my picks in,
I
right
think there's
before
only
the
two that
tournament,
can qualify would be my guess.
you're 100% right. There's 2 that'll qualify. It's going to be the UConn Huskies. Right now, they're minus 190 at BetMGM to win the national championship. And the Boilermakers of Purdue, they're plus 210 at both MGM and ESPN Bet. That is their odds to win the national championship. So, that being said, there's a pretty solid chance, if history is any indicator, that those would be not NC State, not Bama. Those would be your national champs, one of those two.
I don't see anybody else playing for the national championship besides those two guys.
Yeah.
Two teams.
You don't think NC State could shock the world?
I don't see it, but that's what makes the tournament fun. If anybody's going to win, it'd be NC State. I can't see UConn losing to anybody. They're just a machine. Like,
Yeah, I don't think they're going down.
have they lost by less than 10? I don't think
think so.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys
Hard to bet against them. I, in fact, for the picks was going to take him as national champion, but you don't. It's only negative minus 200. Or what did you just say? Minus 210.
UConn national champ?
Yeah.
Well, at MGM, they're 190. That was the best number.
Okay,
I
I
could
saw
find,
200. So yeah, that's
that
about
makes
right.
sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hard to argue. God, they're so just.
Pretty
I haven't
dominant,
seen
right?
a weakness in that team yet.
Yeah.
It's one of those teams that you can't focus on one player, you know?
Right.
It's just like everybody's pretty good, but nobody's.
Right. I think you can get good odds on, like, because what you're saying for MVP, because they have 2 or 3 guys that can win the MVP. So you think UConn's going to win the championship, so odds are the tournament MVP is going to come from UConn. You can probably get plus odds on a couple of those guys because, like Daryl's saying, there's like 2 or 3 of those guys that are superstars.
But not an NBA player on the
Right.
team, I don't think, right?
Well, maybe the white fella, I don't know his name. I don't know their names. I just know that isn't he supposed to be like an NBA type?
He's a white player?
Yeah, the taller
Is he
white
European?
guy. I don't know.
Oh.
Tones
I
can
like
tell
my
us
white
that
players
he's a European
European,
expert.
otherwise.
Apparently, don't eat ribs.
They don't eat ribs in Europe. No.
No ribs in Europe. That's for sure. So you're saying the UConn, the odds aren't long enough for you, Rich, to play that?
I mean, no, not long enough. I mean, like I said, it's. I don't have like a rooting interest. I'm just kind of, like I guess I'm hoping. I like NC State. I like their center. The guy's fun. He's great athlete for how he's built. It's been fun to watch him. But we're also. How close are we to the Oakland Grizzlies being in the Final Four right now?
Yeah.
I don't think you can jump from one to the
You
other.
can, but you can't help to think it after they had NC State beat, and now NC State's in the Final Four. So
They had a
They
pay.
would have had to win 2 more games, though. It just doesn't feel right.
I agree. I'm just saying that it makes you think a little bit. Like how close, how possible was it?
One
I mean,
finger.
yeah. We've seen those teams get to the Elite 8 before, but never to the Final Four. Like St. Peter's, I think, made a run.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Gulf Coast, I think, got to the Elite 8.
Florida Atlantic,
They got to the Final Four, yeah.
Loyola. Did they make
San
it?
Diego State.
Loyola, yeah, you're right. That's a Final Four team that was pretty low. So
San Diego State.
I think San Diego State is like an underrated. I don't understand. Like, I think that West is good out there. That conference they're in is really underrated in my book. I like a lot of those teams: Colorado State, New Mexico.
How about the Dons?
I like the Dons.
I like the team name. They play an exciting brand of basketball. They can just never get those quality wins over Gonzaga and St. Mary's. They need to get into the tournament. They're fun to watch, though.
The Gales.
Yes.
The winds of November come calling.
When the Gales of
Celtic
November came early, right?
Gales.
Yeah. How about Purdue? Anybody? Is that a 2-1?
I'm
Anybody
looking
gonna
for that
take
NC State fella to shut down Edie and sneak in there. I think they're +3.
Yeah, they're minus 10, 9.
I'm waiting for the Purdue choke job. Maybe it's just a little delayed this time around.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Well, I don't think they'll show. I mean, you got to the Final Four, but I mean, can Edie get in foul trouble? Yeah, that game's over if that happens. If they decide, I mean,
I don't understand why he has the referee's favor all the time.
I read something from Robbie Hummel. I mean, I kind of agree with him. He says it's like kind of like calling the game like in the NBA when Shaq was in his prime. Like it's kind of like it's a different. Like he's no one. Like there's no one else like him. So it's very hard to call a game because he's stronger than everybody. And
I think you could call a foul on him every time he touches the ball. And he could
call
probably
foul
call
on
it the
him,
other
and-
way, too.
Well, Hummel says like other guys get away with fouls too. So I
guess.
I don't know. Hummel is a Purdue grad.
They call
so
he shoots a lot of free throws.
he shoots.
It's not-
I don't disagree. When he's playing Michigan State, it drives me crazy. So
Yeah.
Let me. I'm gonna pull up our March Madness pool.
Does
our
anybody have a
brackets.
chance to win anymore?
I haven't checked this in a while.
Yeah.
I think I got out of the cellar that I was in last week.
Oh, were you in the cellar last week?
think so. I climbed above Dubs though to
think so.
7th place.
Oh, okay. I'd say I think Judy's still bringing up the rear.
Yeah, she's definitely bringing up the rear. She's definitely bringing up the
I
rear.
wasn't counting Judy. But,
Oops, that's the wrong thing there.
We
I
see
thought
your
we were
hands?
doing.
Hey, you want to see my hands, my well manicured nails? Okay, so here we go. We got in first place right now, Big D bracket. That's Dale Dubb. He's got 77. He can get 141. He's got both UConn and Purdue left.
Yeah, I like those odds.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be his to lose.
Is there
Yours
any way
truly.
he could lose? Would it be if NC State? Does anybody have Purdue?
Purdue.
I don't think he can lose.
Purdue.
Looking at what's there.
Oh, he's got Purdue?
Ladder time. Oh, no, actually, yeah, Dale's got Purdue.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got Purdue.
So he's going to lose to Ladder Time.
Oh, he predict.
No, Ladder Time's got Houston.
Now, Ladder time, I thought has Purdue.
My bad.
Number 5, it's hard to.
Gary Coaster, I think he has UConn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I had Houston. I'm done, even though I'm in second place. Snoop, my boy Snoop, he's got UConn. So he's got UConn and Purdue. The best he can do is 136. He's got 72 right now. Cousin Jimmy,
Yeah.
best he can do is 86. He's got 70 right now. I think he's pretty much done. He had Auburn as his national champ.
Can I still get second place there? Is that what I'm reading?
I'm looking at it. Lada's got UConn and Purdue. He's got 68. He can get 132, so he could easily slide into second there, right? Right,
no,
depending
I
if
can't.
UConn win or Purdue wins.
Best I can do is third. Dang it.
Yeah.
Toners.
Toners. You got 64. Best you could do is 112. Tennessee kind of effed you there, but you got
Yeah.
UConn as your champ.
Huh.
Richie?
No, third place, best I can do.
Yeah. Yep. Best possible 98. Because you had Creighton. Creighton's kind of screwing you over there. Our boy Holden, our little man.
NC State, Creighton. Had to take a shot somewhere.
Yeah, he had Houston and Michigan State. He's effectively out of the running.
I think Creighton was a 3
D-Dub?
seed. What was Creighton?
Yeah, that was an unlikely call.
3.
DW had Auburn and
That's
Houston.
Not exactly NC State.
No, I was just trying to go off the everybody. This was a chalky tournament, but
I had
really
Auburn,
was.
and they were a 4 seed.
yeah, that didn't work out very well.
No, it did not.
Yeah. So that is looking like it's going to be Dale Dubb or,
Coaster?
yep, Coaster has a shot.
I think Latta Time could win
Ladder
it.
time could win it, right?
And then Dale Dubs would come in second, or it's going to be Dale Dubs and Tones coming in first and second.
Yeah, because I told you, Tones, you're still alive, right? Your national champ was UConn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the best I could do though?
I think second.
Yeah, I think the best you could do would be second.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because Kester's got, he's got UConn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So second. Okay.
Yep. So you can get second. So it's interesting. We'll see what happens. We only got this will be over what by next show for sure.
Define interesting.
Is it Monday?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting maybe to us, probably not to anybody else, but that's okay. We do this show for us and you. It's for everybody, all inclusive. Not all inclusive. That's when you get a wristband. It's inclusive, is what I'm trying to say.
Inclusive.
Yeah, that's why I host the show. All inclusive. Yeah, that's us.
No profiling.
No. All right. Let's go
you're
over our
Jewish.
standings. Let's see what's happened over the past week. These are going to be our lifetime top pick standings before we get into our top picks.
We're almost on a
these up
trailing
on,
year right now. So.
We're getting damn close. Now, Richie's had some problems lately in both with alcohol and in his sports picks.
Let's not laugh at that.
No, it's nothing funny about that.
It's a step-by-step process.
You'll get there, buddy. If you need us to help you, we're
Great
here
show.
for you. We'll be your rock. Down 13.26 for his lifetime, which, like we said, like Tone just mentioned, almost an entire 365 days, which is he put through 195 units worth of picks here on the numbers, guys. So that's pretty impressive to only be down 13 of those. D-Dub, you were really sucking hind breast there for a while.
Is that an expression?
As we say, there's a different word, but I'm not going to use it. You were down, I think, 30 units at one point. You have crawled and scratched your way out of the basement. Mm-hmm. You're only down not even 8. Not even 8.
How did I do last week?
Last week that was good. Now, most of your last week was a minus 400 pick. I think you had 3 units on a minus 350, which ended up in a dead heat. You want to talk about
Yes,
that?
a dead heat. If you guys aren't familiar with a dead heat, basically what they're saying there is, if you tie, you have to. The tie cannot involve more players than is in the pick. So my pick was top 5.
Scotty Scheffler.
And
Scotty
I finished,
Scheffler, top 5.
And Scotty Scheffler finished top 2. But there was 5 guys tied for 2.
Oh, okay.
And if you know 5, and then there's a guy that won it, that's 6.
One.
That's 5 plus 1, 6. And I bet top 5, so it's a dead heat, and then you're not going to get all your money back, unfortunately. Well, I got
terrible
all my
rule.
money back and 1/10 of a unit.
Yeah, because you had it was a 3.5 unit play, and you got 3.6 units returned to you.
Yes, it should have been a full victory. And if you would have made the 5-foot 4-inch putt on 18 and sent it into overtime, or as you say, sudden death, by God, he would have finished 1 or 2. Regardless, I would have won that bet. I would have only won a unit. It wasn't the
Yeah, it wasn't a
by
huge
the limitations
payoff, sure.
involved in the show here.
Yes, plenty of
The odds were
limitations.
not. The odds were against me. Minus 350. I guess the odds were really for me, but
They were
minus
with you.
350. I bet 3.5 units. I would have won 1 unit.
Just shows you the best. You can miss a 5-footer.
Missing that 5-foot 4-inch putt cost me 0.9 of a unit.
Sure.
So I still returned 3.6 of my 3.5. So
Yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of there.
Nothing to
But
be,
but really, what the big thing was is you hit all your college basketball picks. I
I
think you
hit
had 3 of those.
3 college basketball. 2 of them were dogs,
Oh,
mind
yeah.
you.
Yeah, they were
In
plus
fact,
money.
3 of them, they were all dogs, but technically the one was minus 102, I believe.
What I like to see there is the group
Duh.
was positive.
Sure.
You liked it. Yeah, you
Mean
did.
tones are part of the group.
You saw that.
That's right.
Oh yeah, no,
that's a good way to look at it.
it's both an individual and a team effort here. That's for sure. So anyway, good, that was a good week, D-Dub.
I always said,
a real good
he'll come back. No, I didn't
You
know it was
did
going to
say
take
that.
9 months.
No, I didn't either. I thought it might be a couple weeks, but that's okay. He's back now.
There's a reason I do the show with him.
It could be a fully formed
could bring-
child in that time.
There could have been a human incubated in that time frame.
Is this the
But you're
first time
back.
the group's positive in a while?
The first time the
I
group's
think
positive.
we crossed over for a week.
Yeah,
did.
like a
We
while
did.
back. right?
Probably like this is going to be, but that's okay. So we got Tones just barely down. For all intents and purposes, Tones, you went through 192 units in your lifetime here on the show, and you've pretty much just got your money back there.
I'll
So
be
nothing
great.
wrong
I'll
with
be
that.
great.
He
next
was
week.
comped in food more than that.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got more DK crowns.
He's a 7-star on Caesars.
You are.
I got lids.
He's got like 16 free nights up in Windsor.
Sure. I put through 199 units, and I've gotten returned to me 220 units. So that was a profitable endeavor for myself, up 21.94. Still kicking Tone's ass in NHL hockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
That may change this.
Well, we'll see what I don't have. As long as you win, you're going to catch up to me because I don't have any NHL plays. And for the group, most importantly, we've been killing it in women's tennis. The association, WTA, up almost 13 units in women's tennis. NHL hockey,
Thank you.
Yeah, plus 10.57 units. Men's basketball, NCAA, up 7.71 units. And we're positive. Again, barely, but we are positive. And I'm positive that Lauren, Real at Tor Lauren, just chimed in the chat with a bunch of wavies. How you doing? Lauren? We'll wave back to you.
What
Yeah.
is that? Does that mean hello or is that Parkinson's?
It's
I think that's she misses.
It's a secret sign.
She misses her BF because he's in the trenches of tax season.
Warfare.
that could be. Yeah.
You can't compare tax season to warfare,
Hey, we
Rich.
just
Come
did.
on.
We just did.
I just did, baby.
Yeah.
I would say
It's a
I'm-
grind. It's a
I'm
grind.
sitting in my seat sweating here.
The war room.
Your hat is sort of resembles a helmet in a way.
Yeah.
Like one of those old school G.I. Joe styles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that.
I'm gonna wear one. That's a good idea. I'm gonna wear one of those to work next time.
You should.
A lot of-
Oh, man. Oh, Lauren says she was driving, so she couldn't comment earlier. So how you doing, Lauren? Good to see you. Good to see you
in the
on
house.
Yeah, in the house. Just in time.
Is neighbor Stacy on the comment?
I don't see neighbor Stacy there.
She's preparing
No.
for tomorrow.
I'll guess at what she would have said.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, that's her thing.
I'm the
Hi.
problem. It's me.
She likes to wave too.
What's going on tomorrow, Tones? You guys are doing some Tiger opening day.
Oh, we got a
work
big
here?
day.
Yeah, we're going.
What time you guys starting?
Neighbor Greg and Stacy, who our audience are familiar with, they're hosting a tailgate tomorrow. We're not quite going down there at 6 a.m. like they are, but
Oh, they're going down there at 6 a.m.?
yeah, they got to line up
Oh,
3
geez.
spots, mark their territory.
About the time Jim goes
You
to
know,
sleep.
get
Yeah.
the barbecue set up, and yeah, JT
Does Greg
and
piss on the parking lot to mark his territory?
right. We're gonna see Mrs. Midwest, JT, and Mrs. Tones. We'll all be joining them around lunchtime, and then I had this planned out a while ago. I bought wings tickets about a month ago with a buddy, thinking we're gonna be in the thick of the playoff race, and we are. So it's a big day. So I can't get down there too early because I gotta pace myself for the Wings game later. So it's a big sports day tomorrow downtown. So
Staying the night down there.
yeah, we're spending the night. I got a MGM room. JT staying close by somewhere.
Yeah, there's a Super 8 that I'll be staying at, me and Mrs. Midwest, and
It's a nice one.
we can't quite stroke for the MGM.
We're gonna hit some slots when we're wasted tomorrow night. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's your first choice is going to the slots?
I like tables, but on a busy Friday night,
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person I like maybe 2 people at a table and that's it. You can throw 6 people, I'm out of there. I don't like being crowded and everybody's changing money left and right and it takes forever to deal a hand. So I like boom, boom, boom.
I agree. And that's part of the reason why the show is a little abbreviated tonight, because we have a huge day tomorrow of libations.
A lot of libations.
And in fact, we're also going, Kosher Mike invited us. He's having a party over at a place called Bookies.
Yes.
So that's got an open bar. We got a wristband for that. So we're going to go there. And then also, Funny Sean recently. That's a new one. Nobody's
Yeah.
heard about Funny Sean
Big
yet.
Sean.
Funny
bring it
Sean invited us to, what's that called? Tin Roof?
Tin Roof.
Tin Roof. So the
Said
num-
he'll be there if you want to pop in for a drink with them.
Yeah.
Be happy to
So
have us.
we're going to work our way around the Detroit party scene
I think
tomorrow.
I heard Gillies is supposed to open tomorrow too. That new.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
the,
is that open tomorrow?
Yeah, I walked by it last week when we were downtown. It looks awesome.
the interior looks. I saw in the news. It looks pretty damn
Yeah.
cool.
Well, maybe
never-
we'll check that out.
Never heard tell of it.
No?
No, it was Gilbert's son died. He had some type of disease,
Oh.
and this was like his dream was to build this. And so, the guy we know from Anchor Bay, Scott Richardson, he's building. His group is building it inside. So he's been telling me about it. But I walked by it the other day, and it looked
Oh,
it looked awesome.
it's
You could see they were doing something back there because they had some workers in there already. So
I'm sure it's gonna be crazy busy tomorrow.
yeah. I think just the first 2 floors might be open. It's supposed to be 3, but only 2 are open tomorrow, I think.
Oh, okay.
Soft opening.
Sure.
That's the only way I like my openings.
It sounds erotic.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Maybe a soft, wet opening. but not
Come
a
on now.
soft-
Come on.
Moist.
Maybe we should check that out tomorrow. Do you think we'd be able to get in? If we wandered over
I
there?
highly doubt. I bet you that's all booked out and reserved. And
Yeah.
You seem like more of an old Miami kind of a guy, Jimmy.
What's that?
That's that place we went to downtown on. God, it's on the Cass, I think.
Cass Corridor.
Cass
Oh,
Corridor.
that place. Yeah, I fit right in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a nice place.
like they had a bunch. It's like kind of like being at home. You got a bunch of boxes and stuff, just kind of laying around.
Laying around.
Well, I bet you Queens will be open tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure Queens will be open. I'm going to have to wear some nice shoes if we're going to be going to Queens. That place is fancy.
It
Still in
smells good.
shoes?
It does smell really good. Yeah.
So are you gonna take a nap while I'm at the Wings game so that you're ready to go when I get back to
You know,
MGM?
I'm not sure what the plan is. I thought I had an early check-in at the Hilton that we're at, but it turns out I didn't get the early check-in that I requested. So we're not gonna have it until check-in until 3:00 tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to find something to do with our time between 3:00 and when you return to us, Tom.
Return from the Wings victory.
Yeah. Because you're going at what, 5?
Dinner at 5 at some restaurant, and then straight to the Wings.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And if anybody in the chat has any suggestions of what me and Mrs. Midwest should do for a couple hours, let us know. Let us know.
Have you been to the DIA?
MOND. Talking about Charles Kent Reaver?
I am talking about the Detroit Institute of Arts.
I've been there, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never been to Charles Kent River, incidentally.
No, that would be a little side trip.
Yeah.
If you go there on
your
opening,
diamonds.
Downriver somewhere.
if you go there on opening day, you're pretty much a loser.
Oh,
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I like art just as much as the next
different
guy.
strokes for different folks.
Not on opening day.
Yeah, not an opening day. All right, folks. Those are our standings. Let's go ahead and give out our top picks. This only, let's see, there it is.
These are the top.
Richie, of course, leads us off, as is tradition.
All right. Well, I've had mixed results betting on Wrexham this year.
Damn near killed him.
They are down to 5 games remaining. They are in the top 3, so they are eligible for promotion if they can hang on. Colchester is mid-table, so this should be. It's an away game. Wrexham has been terrible on the road lately, but this is a must-win for them. Give me the Red Dragons plus 105. 2 units.
You said mid-table? What does that mean?
No, the table is mean like the standings.
Oh, okay.
So the top 3 go on to promotion. Teams 4 through 7 play in a playoff to go to Football League 1, and the bottom 2 go back down to the National League.
Gotcha.
They call the standings a table over there.
I gathered that.
Across the pond.
La Liga.
By using the contextual clues. I figured that out. All right, here we go.
El Ligero.
Still one of my favorite mascots. I mean, it's a penguin with a hockey stick skating. How can you beat that?
I do love penguins.
One
I
of
don't
my
like
favorite.
the Pittsburgh Penguins, but I love penguins.
Right? Can't beat that. Give me negative 1.5 pucks. The Caps have been kind of.
Is that the way that you're supposed to say that?
I don't know.
We need
That's
to
the way
get
I'm saying it, though.
$1.5. Okay.
We need the Caps to suck right now, though. So.
You know, the problem is Tonesville, if Pittsburgh wins this game,
They're on their
right.
tail.
They're right there. So
It's a cluster right now.
you know, I think the Pens are actually the better team. So you might want the Caps to pull a point out of that one. I don't know, but they haven't been playing well. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh tonight.
They have a play-in tournament to get in like the
No.
NBA.
Nope. Just 2 wild card spots.
Don't think so.
There's 2 wild card spots now?
Yeah.
Yep. 3 divisions, top 3 division, and there's 2 wild card spots in the conference. You know, Tony the Tiger, you're gonna like them. -1.5 against the hapless A's. These Tigers are 5-1. They got 3 against the A's.
And Scoobo dealing tomorrow.
And Scoobo dealing tomorrow. This is
Cy Young candidate.
too bad I ran out of units. Otherwise, there'd be more on this game. Give me 2 units on the Tigers. -1.5. What do we call that? Baseballs?
Yeah,
Runs.
1.5 balls.
1.5 runs.
Oh, runs. I think this is okay. That's probably the right way to do it.
Yeah, plates.
All right, Ricardo. Very good picks there. Very good. In fact, I'm going to get on the Tigers myself. And then we got my boy Tones coming up next. Tones.
Okay. So I'm going to piggyback off Rich there. And I like the Tigers -1.5. But I'm going to the Wings game tomorrow. I got tickets. I'm in the playoff warfare here. And I bought these tickets thinking we're going to be making our way in after, 7 years of no playoffs here with the Red Wings. So I'm going to be down in Detroit. I'm going to be drinking like crazy. I'm going to be soaking it all in. So let's have a Detroit day tomorrow. And I wanted to parlay that together.
Sounds like the last time I saw you in Detroit, Tom.
Yeah, get a plus 339 while I'm rubbing Crown all over me. So
Will you be fisting your face again?
I will be fisting one of those yards, those frozen yards.
Oh, frozen yard. While you're rubbing your body with Crown
And then
all
I'll-
over your and wings.
And I will.
Yeah.
I'll end up freezing my hemorrhoid off with that.
Jesus.
That's what got us in
fucking
trouble the last
gross.
time.
Yeah. I almost got kicked out of YouTube because of your fucking hemorrhoids. Okay, next.
I got a game later tonight. LA Kings playing at the Sharks. I like the -1.5. Sharks have been a little crappy. Kings are been one of these steadiest teams all season long. They could put up some goals. I like the -1.5 with over 5.5 there. So. And then I got the Jets hosting the Flames. I like them at home -1.5.
Aaron Rodgers back?
Not different Jets.
Oh, different Jets. Son
Yeah.
of a- Okay.
This Jets better team. So
Okay.
than the other Jets.
How many professional sports, the top 4 have the same nicknames between them?
That's a good trivia question for down the road.
That is a
Dang
really
it,
good
I just
question. Yeah,
ruined my
that's a
trivia
really
question.
really good one.
And bring all the sports together, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
There's not too many. That's why when
there's
you
enough,
said it,
though,
it
right?
got me thinking. Is there enough?
Wildcats, Blue Devils,
Is there a Wildcat in professional
not in
sports?
professional. Seems like every other college basketball team.
Yeah,
now, right?
Wildcats is in college.
I don't think there was many thinkers in the 1920s or
No.
1880s when they were trying to. Every cat was a wildcat back then.
Sure. Tones, you got another one here, buddy.
I do.
Here we go.
Is it hockey?
Yeah, it is hockey.
Is there any chance that Tones is officially going to become the hockey guru after this week?
He is, well,
I got enough.
it's been 3. He's going to be damn close.
I got enough
Yeah.
on the line.
Yeah.
I'm tapping the same game Rich is, but I'm not picking a winner. I just like the over the 5.5 on that team.
Okay.
5.5 is good, but the Caps don't score a lot, but
They don't.
they're going to have to stick with Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So
Sounds like Rich is the hockey guru.
Well, here's another
Another
Tones
little
hockey
thing or
pick
two.
right here.
Lamar.
Yeah.
I got
Jesus.
Tampa at Montreal minus the 1.5. Get some plus juice there. I like that. And,
Weezing the juice.
Yeah,
Weezing
Tampa's
the
been
juice.
Tampa's been pretty good. They could throw up some goals. So
And as you mentioned earlier, or you didn't mention on the show earlier, but you mentioned me earlier, the Red Wings are still very, very
They're in the mix.
likely.
1 point
Likely?
out of the spot.
Yeah.
here's the thing. I think they got the most favorable schedule.
Yes.
And there's a lot of teams that we're fighting with that are going to be playing each other and hopefully beating each other up. And we do host Washington, who's one of the teams in Detroit. And then we finished the season with 2 games against Montreal, which is
Are
the
not
most
good.
favorable finish out of
Okay.
anybody. So as long as the Wings, if
Like
they-
you got to
if-
and point tomorrow against the Rangers. That's a tough game.
I think if the Wings win 5, they got 7 games left. So I think if they win 5, they're probably in. So I think we got to get 5-2 for sure. 4-3 is a maybe. So
Okay.
CBS percentage-wise has the Wings in with 68%. They
Oh, wow.
have the highest of the remaining ones that
Yeah.
haven't clinched yet.
yeah, just because of the head-to-head matchups and stuff. So
Okay. You hear that, little Mikey? You might be coming back to Michigan. My bro.
you bro,
My bro. Yeah, he's going to get
are
the
you
house.
gonna come if there's a playoff?
If
Game?
there's a playoff game.
I'll
yeah.
go to a playoff game with him if he comes back.
Okay. I won't because I don't really give a shit about hockey.
Well, you could have fun.
You know.
It'd be the Rangers and Wings. You know when the last time those two teams played in playoffs?
It was what 50s,
The 50s.
yeah,
Wow.
which is crazy.
That
'cause
is
they
crazy.
took the original 6.
The original 6.
That's
That's right.
It's unbelievable. But
Well, yeah, because the Rangers. Yeah, I guess they never were good
Well-
at the same time.
well, Wings were in the
And they're in
West.
different conferences.
Yeah, Wings were in the West for a long time, and Rangers, they weren't that good. But by the time we came back to the East, they weren't doing that great. But or at the same time, I should say so.
Gotcha.
Oh, another one. Rangers. It's coming together.
Yep.
Yeah. Rangers. You're right. Tones, you got a basketball pick here too.
Holy hell.
You know what?
like
Seems
you've
like a
been
lot,
here.
right?
It
How many
seems
picks
like
did you make?
It's 6. It's 6.
No, you did it right.
Yeah.
Just messing.
I didn't do a lot of 2 units
I
stuff.
know,
like
I know.
But it's the Final Four. Basketball's not my forte, but I'm like, okay, I got to throw
I
one
like
in there.
that one.
I think NC State will scrap it out, keep it close. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they'll keep it within 5 points of Purdue. And so give me the Wolfpack.
Plus 9.5. Actually, I like that. Minus 114. That's over at FanDuel. At the FanDuel. Oh, D-Dub, did you put picks in?
I got 1 pick and 1 pick only.
You got 1 pick and 1 pick
See
only.
that one?
A 6-unit banger.
That ain't
It's
there.
a 2-unit.
Oh, that ain't there, man.
The lock of the year of the trailing 365.
Oh, did I forget to press send?
Did you not hit submit?
I got to submit to be official.
I think I pressed submit.
Better hurry up.
Guys, hold.
That's okay. You can just give it out. Go ahead and give it out.
I
if
put
you know
it
what
in,
it was.
Jimmy. I did my work. Now you do yours.
Yeah, it's possible. Did you do it like after we sat down
Just
to do
now.
the show?
I was driving in, and
Rich is
believe
driving
me, it's not
45
easy.
minutes and he gets them in.
If
No,
it
that's-
was,
that's not safe. That's not safe.
Is it
Hold on.
Scotty Scheffler?
I'm off the Scheffler bandwagon. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier.
It never made its
He
way
missed
over
a
to me.
5-foot,
Yeah,
4-inch
he's done.
putt.
Momentum's over.
Those
Pretty
inches
much.
add up.
If you know anything about Scotty Scheffler, it's always the putting that comes into question.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's the best golfer in the world, and he actually is the #1 golfer in the world. But
Heard he putts from the rough pretty good.
I don't know what that means. But let's just let me just give you the pick.
Yeah, just give me the pick.
I already gave it earlier. The Royals,
Oh, the
money
Royals,
line,
yeah.
minus 184.
Okay.
They're hosting the Chicago White Sox.
Minus 184?
Yes, sir.
Really?
So I'm going to win a whole unit and some change here.
So you put how many? 2 units?
2 units.
2 units. Okay.
That's a
It's
ram at
official.
home. If I was rich, it would be a ram at home.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Two units does that qualify as a?
Somebody's giving me
Ram it home?
Raymond Home can be whatever you want it to be, Daryl.
Oh, I'm not ramming anything.
No,
I like Indiana State though.
Who is that texting? Is that
in the chat, we got Big Dom. Big Dom also giving us some wavy hands, and then a rocket blasting off.
Wow.
Is that because the rockets would be?
I think that's a sex thing.
That's my son.
Don't
say that.
wait? Is there another Rockets? Is there?
I'm with Daryl.
There's the Houston Rockets.
I don't think there's any other Rockets.
There is no other
There's
Rockets.
Rockets.
No.
I think it stands for an orgasm.
Unless, is
we
there
got-
WNBA Rockets? No.
What do you mean?
We got Jonathan Bryant. I think it's a new chatter.
Yeah,
it's a new chatter. What's
I
going
didn't recognize
on?
the name.
Who's your
JB?
daddy's podcast?
He says Indiana State or Seton Hall for the NIT championship right now. Tie game at the half, 39-39.
Thanks for the update. I'm going to jump on Indiana State.
Indiana State is giving up 2.5 currently, and I think they were giving up 3.5 at the start of the game.
Sounds right.
That sounds like a bargain.
I don't know, man. Looks like they're down 4, but our math, our numbers may not be. Yeah, 18 minutes to play.
Okay.
Down 4, and Rich is going to give up 2.5 points.
We'll
I
see
like
what
it.
the Fanatics is offering.
I do like that fella though on the Indiana State team. I
Yeah,
forget his
Larry
name.
Blur.
Larry Blur.
Very blurred. Is that different?
Hey, he's got the
good.
goggle. Have you seen this guy? 7-footer with goggles?
I like the goggles though.
Is he really 7 foot though?
I don't know. I think so.
I'm going to have no opinion on this one.
No opinion.
No opinion. So I'm going to leave that one. I think this is probably Rich and D-Dub's territory. So
I mean, Indiana State, I've seen them play. They played Michigan State early in the season. Indiana State, very good ball club, but Seton Hall's been hot. Rich will tell you, Seton Hall's been hot.
So it's plus 2.5. Indiana State right now.
Flip to the next screen on the scores in the.
yeah, I can. It kind of does it automatically back there.
I locked them in money line plus 105.
No,
$10.
not bad.
Do it up.
Let's
Do
go,
it up.
Larry Blur.
Larry Blur.
There we go.
I think they were like minus 150 something.
That's positive
Start the
EV.
game.
Yeah, that would be positive, EV.
Is that true?
Maybe.
I think you'd have to run the
We'd
numbers.
have to run the numbers to know, but
Well, if you were going to bet them beforehand, I just bet them now. Now I'm positive.
think that
I'm in the
works that
That's how
way.
it works.
but
It's like when you
score's
get
not 0-0.
you return clothes and get money back. That's like free money.
But technically, they're down
No?
3 or 4 points right now,
Yeah.
right?
The girls could have broke that down for us last week.
Yeah, we'll do that again. We're gonna do that again. I know. I think the girls that were here had a good time, and it's weird that we have girls around us, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too doesn't happen too often.
No, the girls are anywhere near us.
No.
All right, I have one play. I know, and I'm looking right now at
Copycat.
the tennis odds, and there's not even anything I can go with live on the show here. I was going to run something through the model, but I have no new. There's nothing new. So
It's
here's
kind of
what we
interesting
got.
to see this model working.
Yeah, we got. This is Women's Tennis Association, the association as we call it. We got Zeynep Sanmez. You guys familiar with her? Yeah.
Not familiar with their work.
Her money line is going to be minus 108 against Galfi. This is in La Bisbal de Emporta, Spain. It's in Spain. They're playing in Spain. This is going to go off tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. This is a 2-unit play. The model came up.
Never
with
been to Spain?
Never been there.
Heard it's beautiful.
I've heard it too.
Real clean.
Sanmez minus 161 is what I'm telling you this number should be. That's a 62% chance, basically, of Sanmez coming home, and she's at minus 108.
Which is what, a 54, 53
Not
and a half
even.
percent
Yeah,
chance?
it's just over 50%. So why wouldn't you take that? I only put 2 units on it because I kind of assumed that I'd have more units to spend, but it looks like I don't. So maybe put 3 units on that, even though I have it as 2.
Okay.
Make that a big play. That's what I'm doing.
I imagine if you...
Is that a Janet?
If she wins, I think you should
not
count
going
it as
jam it.
3, and if you lose, you should count it as 2.
But the only reason I'm not saying it's a jam it because I didn't do a ton of homework on Sanmez to make sure that she
No
doesn't
rockets
have,
for you, sir.
Like she lost part of her leg or
She,
something.
lo- she,
Like-
she had a
You know what I mean?
wheelchair ride from the airport
Yes.
to the
yeah.
hotel.
Not
So I'm
to
gonna go
be
2.
sexist or anything, but does like monthly cycle come into play with women's tennis? Like,
I mean, it could if I
I'm gonna
had
barf
I mean,
access
seriously,
to it.
that's gotta alter.
Some of those athletes don't really have a regular because they're at such a high level.
Yes.
Do they have to disclose that, like their cycle? Is that part of the?
I don't
the
think
betting?
so, Tones. It's
Not that
probably
I've seen.
Okay.
what do they call that when you? What's that when you can't disclose medical?
HIPAA?
HIPAA. That's a HIPAA.
It's a HIPAA
Is the
violation.
HIPAA thing like cycle is the HIPAA? Okay.
Yeah.
I just checking.
But appreciate you chiming in there, Towns,
Okay.
on that. Yeah,
You would have been destroyed.
Stick to the
last
men's
week.
sports.
Is that a thing? Stick to men's sports.
Just stick to the men's sports, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what got us into this mess.
All right. Let's go over the trivia answer.
I'm gonna try this snickerdoodle again. By the way,
Yeah, give it a shot.
Remember that one from last
Give
week?
it a
was
shot.
terrible.
Hey,
Nobody
JB,
liked
you
it.
know the answer to this?
Thank
What
you for
school
telling me that now.
has won the most NCAA
good?
college basketball championships? Which school has won the most NCAA college basketball championships? Richie, what'd you write down over there?
I have, led by Coach John Wooden,
Oh, shit.
the Bruins
Yep.
of UCLA.
University of California, Los Angeles? Yes, sir. That's what you got. All
Damn,
right.
I wasn't even thinking.
Tones.
I did UConn just for recent stuff, but
UConn?
they've been the best team
I'm not going to
recently.
tell you if that's correct or not.
I'm gonna go back to my trusty notebook.
Sure.
yeah,
Brought to you by the fine folks
that's
at
right. I wasn't
Mead.
even thinking.
The mead? No, I didn't buy the mead ones.
Oh.
Those they're expensive.
I didn't think back.
Can you see that on there?
Gonna move it closer to your microphone. The other way, buddy.
The other way.
He's got the UCLA. What'd you have down there originally?
Kentucky rain
Okay.
falling down.
Kentucky.
I think UCLA won like 7 in a row or something.
Yeah, 11 to 12
They won a
or
lot.
something.
Correct
like that.
response was
11
the
champion-
UCLA. They have 11 championships as recent as 1995. There was quite a dry spell there, though. 20 years between
of
7th
11?
round.
No, never good.
That's a hell of a run, though, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were a
crazy.
bunch of cheaters.
Hey,
Even in
bunch of
95,
cheaters.
95, they pulled it out. Is that when
They're the Michigan of college basketball. Wait, no, Michigan is the Michigan of college basketball.
I gotta play. I gotta.
God
I
darn.
got some historical thing for Michigan, but I'm gonna talk about that next week.
next
Looking-
week.
I'm looking ahead.
Stay tuned.
We'll look forward to that, Tones.
Yeah, we will. By the way,
I got some
JB in the chat, Jonathan Bryan, he says UCLA, you are 100% correct. Congratulations.
So
you
I'm
don't
getting-
have to buy the beer next week.
I'm getting famous
JB.
Dave's and beer next week. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Tones, you do. You got to buy the beer,
I
buddy.
got a lot of duties tomorrow, next week.
Lots of duties. All right. And as we end every show,
Wow, this is terrible.
what is
It's
it? Is
really
that
bad.
let me try that. You don't mind if I suck on that, do you?
no.
Because we tried it. It was warm last week.
You guys have shared,
cold now.
shared a
This
couple
is,
things over the years.
Snickerdoodle apple pie a la mode.
It tastes like something from our fine friends at Blake's.
Oh, damn, that does not taste right.
I'm not a snickerdoodle.
That's disgusting.
Daryl talked me into it, and then I'm
Didn't
like, I can't
change.
eat brisket with this. Are you kidding me?
No.
That doesn't pair well.
It's got just like a weird sourness
That doesn't
to
pair
it.
well with shit, as my brother would say.
What your brother said? How is
He's eating shit.
the other end?
But good. He's shout out to his youngest daughter. She's turning 1 this weekend.
Oh, congratulations to her.
What has she
Little
ever done?
Patty.
Shatter.
What?
What has she ever done?
She got born. That's a lot of work.
All right.
It's a long
Shatter.
canal.
It's a process.
Come on.
Well, depends on the lady.
It's your sister-in-law, for crying out loud.
Shatter.
Well, I assume it's a long canal for a baby.
Shatter.
Okay. There's no assistance based in science, I
We're
don't
not
think.
talking about Venice.
Shatter.
We're talking about.
You don't remember being born?
I don't remember being born. I don't think you're not supposed to, right?
Shatter.
I got dark and light real quick.
It's part
Yeah.
of the deal.
Sounds like a near-death
It's like
experience.
the,
Shatter.
what's that Japanese symbol that has,
Yin yang.
yeah, yin yang.
Yeah.
Yin yang.
Yin and the yang.
Yep.
Yeah, the dark and the light,
Sure.
like the force.
Tones. Richie,
Story
you
as
got
old as time.
just your niece?
Yeah. Shout out to let's
Shout
see.
out.
We celebrated our first anniversary last week.
Yeah, you popped
Had
the
a big
question, I
week.
heard.
Did not yet.
Oh, shit. Did I let that out? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
this out.
I'm
This is-
kidding. That's not true.
We're not live.
And then we also celebrated my oldest daughter's birthday too. So a very busy week. Lauren turned 19.
Hey, congratulations. Did you guys,
Daughter
go, did you
Lauren,
guys
that
go over
is.
to
Hey,
Windsor?
I'll go to Windsor.
She's finally
You know
legal.
what? We were trying to tell her, ask her. We were trying to talk her into it, and she didn't want to go.
Oh, you got to go to Windsor. That's
She's not a big drinker.
Yeah, but you could do
Supposedly.
It's initiation. You got to go to Windsor.
I know, right?
For sure.
She just probably didn't want to go with you.
Shatter.
True.
Yeah,
I mean,
to go with her old man.
I guess I didn't go with my dad, but I
No,
took
me neither.
I took the old man out there.
I got drunk as frick when I went out.
Mother Midwest was talking about bringing you to Windsor the other day.
Yeah, we've been to Windsor together. I don't remember. It wasn't my 19th. Well, maybe it was my 19th birthday.
20th.
Oh, you
Shatter.
That was my 20th birthday. Yeah, my mom took me to Windsor.
did she? Okay.
Yeah, we went to a place called Casey's. Now talk about foreshadowing.
That is,
I would marry a lady called Casey.
that's a big
Spelled the
foreshadow.
same?
No. Casey's used to be a C over there in Windsor.
Yeah,
It's not
that'd be
there
kind
anymore.
of like Casey Kasem.
We tried, she says. What is that referring to?
Oh, taking her to
We tried to get married.
Oh, I thought you were saying she tried to
Have a baby?
they tried to get married.
They,
They went to the
Elvis
courthouse.
wasn't available.
and the
Like
courthouse
Rodney says,
said,
trying to have a kid is the best part.
That is something
Best
Rodney,
part about kids.
things
That's
would,
his-
Rodney would say. All right, tell
Best
us.
part about kids is making them.
Just
I think he's
shout out
better
for
than
tomorrow.
Ayo.
Oh, a pre-shout out.
Yeah.
What if it sucks, Tones? You can even
No,
you're
it's
gonna
just-
renege the shout out tomorrow.
Detroit, there's good sports vibes back in Detroit, and it's been a while before this year. So I'm looking forward to a good doubleheader with Tigers Wings. Draft is coming up. We'll be seeing the setup for that.
We got to
down
talk
there.
this draft thing. It was
Yeah.
looking awesome down there already.
Yeah. So
Yeah?
Yep.
just shout out to Detroit. We got I think we got the good momentum just for the city and the sports team. So
Yeah, so what they're doing down Woodward is like all the you know how they hang banners off lights?
Yeah.
Like off to the side?
Sure.
Like they all the teams represented already, like going down to
really?
the draft
Oh, that's
like,
pretty sweet.
stage.
Yeah.
And then they were doing we had Texas de Brazil.
Oh.
Like where that CompuWare is, and that's where they're doing like a huge draft. It's all under construction right now.
Okay.
So I think it's just going to be awesome down there.
Yeah. So if you're in Detroit, folks, go check it out. I will check it out
It's
tomorrow.
going to be down at Hart Plaza.
Hart Plaza, I think, is where the main stage is, where the guys are coming out and getting introduced, and then it runs like down all the way down into the streets, and then like that CompuWare area, what they call that,
Campus Martius.
Campus Martius. It's supposed to be like a heavy activity area.
I give a shout out to Hart Plaza. I'll be there for the North American Jazz Fest,
Wow.
which is the largest free
they're doing the Jazz,
Jazz
Fest
Festival.
with the draft coming up.
September. It's Labor Day.
Oh, okay. So
but
we're
it's a
not-
little bit of an early
was gonna
shout
say,
out,
yeah,
I
yeah.
suppose.
It's a pre-shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
like-
giving it to it in advance.
Yeah.
You reserve the right to take it back.
That's very premature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
hopefully that's not how you roll.
You know, save a little money.
Yeah.
So
Super premature.
That's
we'll
all
go
you
down
got.
Shout out
to
to
Jazz Fest
Hims.
this year, Jimmy. You and I.
All right, I'll check it out. I like jazz.
You know, one year
like
the
jazz.
Public Enemy was there one year.
Oh, one of my favorites, the rhyme animal on Cannibal
I
D.
go down for the Jazz Festival. You do that every year?
I do it every year. I try to, but it's also it coincides with
Football?
college football being back in action.
Oh, that's
But
it.
you know what?
presents a
I think I
problem, I
misspoke
think.
on Public Enemy. They were at
It's Romeo Peach Festival time too.
what's the
That
festival
always coincides with
at
start of
Hart
Let's
Plaza
narrow it down.
for
the electronic
techno.
music.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't go to
Movement.
that.
Movement. They
Movement.
were there for Movement about 10 years ago.
Now, if you're a Public Enemy guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know Lauren. No, Lauren's a Public Enemy gal. By the way, she said, no, we're not engaged yet. And she meant we tried to go to Canada. That's what she was referring
She
to.
does not have a passport or an enhanced ID.
Oh,
You need one of
gotcha.
those.
You need one of those.
Yep. That's why they were turned away.
Would you do you prefer the original Public Enemy version of Bring the Noise or the Public Enemy with Anthrax version of Bring the Noise?
When it comes to Anthrax, I'm anti-Anthrax.
Okay. Just for
against it.
safety reasons.
Yeah.
Well, I heard about those kids at MSU that had to get blasted with a steam.
Yeah.
What?
What?
They have to make you strip down if they suspect any anthrax. Has
If you're
been-
exposed?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
wasn't terrorists like mailing out anthrax? like,
Yeah,
way
that
back
was
when?
somewhere.
That happened like around 9/11, right?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
packages with anthrax.
What? The kids at Michigan State got exposed to it?
They were exposed to maybe some baby powder in a envelope kind of a situation.
Oh, it wasn't. It was
Yeah,
fake
false
anthrax?
positive.
It was
That may have been anthrax, but it wasn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't know, right?
I think
So-
the kid got caught with crack. He's like,
You
it's
pull the-
anthrax. Oh, shit.
It's anthrax.
Everybody, nobody touch it. Nobody taste it.
you pull their pants down and then you take what do you call that hose like
flogger?
No, the
Oh,
one that's
a
got
flogger?
the one that you got to plug in and it's like
Flogger.
and you take it to the
Like a power washer?
yeah you got to they get power washed.
Didn't your brother try to power wash a pumpkin? Power wash
Yeah.
the seeds out of it
Sure,
one time?
sure.
Yeah,
Oh, you
that's
blow
pretty
the seeds right
Good
out of
idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Blow it out.
blow it out.
Well, that's a good story.
It's a good finish.
It's fantastic. Great ending to the show. Way to end on a high note.
Nice finishes.
And my only shout out is going to be subscribers, our new subscribers that we've amassed,
Oh, yeah.
and our new chatters. Jonathan,
Welcome aboard.
Brian, welcome aboard.
Yes.
You know, some shows are better, some shows are worse. Usually, if Daryl's not here, it's usually a little better than this. But we appreciate you guys checking it out, and we promise to keep delivering quality content such as this every Thursday live, 7 p.m.
Be there.
Eastern Time. Yeah,
Gotta hold you to that, Jimmy.
sure.
Shut up.
Anything you guys want to add, subtract, multiply, divide? Rich?
No, thanks again for bringing
I think he's done with
3.2 brisket.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Delicious.
finish that plate. Did you guys kill yours off?
No, I'll take it home and
Rich
finish
is done
it. I'll
with-
take the coleslaw
Rich
too.
is done with math for
Shout out to the girls for getting us over the 200 subscriber
Amazing.
plateau.
Yes. Already at the
Who
century
saw
mark.
that coming?
Halfway to 500 now.
Let's not
Yeah,
ever
we're
mention
getting
it again in their regard.
No, and I'm sure they'll mention it plenty of times to remind us of all that. Yes.
reminder.
So, all
Oh,
right.
we're off here. Oh no, we're
Oh, I
back.
hit the wrong button. We're back. That was quick. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.